Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I do unboxings, mostly lifestyle subscription boxes, often with beach, travel, or hygge themes. I also do a little bit of stationery, books, beauty, jewelry, home decor, the very occasional dash of Disney. So if you enjoy unboxings, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell, and that way you'll find out whenever I post new videos, which is usually at least once a day, if not twice. Whenever I announce giveaways, we have some exciting giveaways coming up later this month, and of course whenever I go live. As always, if you're already subscribed, thanks again so much for being here and welcome back. I do really appreciate all of your continued support in the form of likes and comments, following me over on Instagram, joining our little Facebook group. It is so great to engage with all of you on all these different platforms, and I really appreciate all of the community that we've built over the past couple of years. Today I have a new box to the channel to share with you, but I do want to forewarn you that they are taking a pause. Hopefully it is a brief one. The name of the box that has been sent to me for review is 50 States of Mind. So I have been wanting to open this box on the channel for a long time, and they were finally able to send me their March box, but since they are taking that pause, I waited until now to share it with you. I believe this box is normally $49.95, and I think you can only actually subscribe over on Cratejoy, which is where it is actually saying that it is sold out. Now you guys know I usually try to direct you to the direct site of any company versus going through Cratejoy, just to save those individual, especially the small business subscription boxes, a little bit of money in terms of listing fees. I know that they are now going to be raising or charging an extra like 3% to customers as well, so definitely just be on the lookout for those changes if you do like to use Cratejoy to organize all of your subscriptions. So I'm very excited. Now they do a Michigan box, that's like their founding box, and that's where they're from, so I think sometimes you can buy that as a one-off, but I was very excited to see that the box I wound up with, and we've again been in talks about this for a while, so for a while I thought I was getting a different box entirely. This one is from the volunteer state of Tennessee. So let me just give you a little description of what 50 States of Mind is all about. It is a monthly subscription box filled with mindfully curated items representing the best of each state. We understand that traveling may not be an option right now, so let us take you on a journey to a different state by picking out old and new favorites and delivering them to your doorstep. And they usually promise 6 to 9 items, which I think is really great. So inside, I opened up the box. We have a nice like thank you page that just gives us a little recap, a little list of all of the items that are in there. Ooh, there are some gourmet items, which you guys know I'm super into. And then we got this fun little postcard that tells us a little bit about Tennessee, which one of my best friends is from Tennessee, so I have had the pleasure of visiting that state a couple of times along with her. So, but I haven't seen enough of it. So I've definitely been around Nashville mostly, but I definitely want to see a little bit more of that state. I know a lot of people are moving there these days. Says Tennessee reportedly earned the nickname Volunteer State during the War of 1812 when 3,500 men enthusiastically answered a recruitment call. It's also known for being home to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, which I also really want to visit one of these days. We can't bring you to the mountains, but we can include some of our favorite yummy treats from the state with hopes that you enjoy them as much as we do. Yay! I'm so excited. And of course, I would love to go to Graceland too. So it just says, thank you for supporting my small business. So I love supporting smaller businesses. Obviously, you guys, you know, there are a lot of subscriptions out there for you to choose from. Some of them, the bigger ones that are funded, they have a great value, and I definitely suggest getting in on those. But whenever you can, if you can support a smaller business that often is supporting other small businesses by showcasing their items in their box, like that is really the way to go. It's like a kind of feel-good purchase, right? Not only are you getting some great items, you're also supporting some small businesses, some other people's dreams. So we got a nice little tote bag, which you guys know I love me a canvas tote bag just because they're so packable and they're so useful to have, and then we can get rid of a lot of those single-use plastic bags. It says Great Smoky Mountains, Tennessee, 2014, so it looks like a coin, so that is kind of cool. So if anybody like collects coins, maybe somebody knows something about this particular 2014 one. I'm not really sure if this is like the back of a quarter or what this is. My husband started collecting like silver coins, so maybe he knows actually, so I'll have to find out. So just kind of a square shape. It's just got some basic like straps, so pretty darn cute. So let's see what it says. I don't actually see this on here. We got our Tennessee postcard. Oh yeah, Great Smoky Mountain tote. So those were 2 of our items already. All right, now you guys, now we get into the good stuff. Now we get into the snack part of this, which is, of course, so fun. Now you guys know I don't do taste testing on camera just because I don't want to be rude, but also sometimes I like to take some photos, and sometimes I just think it's kind of weird to watch someone eat. I know some people, that's a whole thing. I know that mukbangs are like a whole thing. It's just not my thing on this channel. So, all right, but I can get excited with you about it. This is Southern Artisan Small Batch Chocolate. The packaging on this is so great. It's very like kind of vintage, stylized, slow roasted and stone ground in Nashville, Tennessee. It's by Olive and Sinclair. Look at this 2.5 ounce chocolate bar. This looks so delicious. It looks like a little postcard, doesn't it? So it says gourmet chocolate bar. They don't tell us any like info about it, so I'm gonna have to look them up. But they do give us the websites on this sheet of paper, so I would love to find them over on Instagram. So maybe if I have a chance, I'll take some photos. These days I'm really short on time just with all of my different jobs, you guys, but definitely follow me over there, and I do post photos of some of the boxes that I open here on the channel. So non-GMO, gluten-free. It says the origin of the chocolate is actually the Dominican Republic, and this particular bar is 75% cacao. Love to hear that. This is probably going to be amazing. I'm also very impressed at how nicely the package came. Whenever we get stuff like this photography side of me is always worried about crinkled packages because it's so hard to make those look good. But this one came in really good condition. So bacon brittle from the Brittle Brothers. Man, that's like almost a tongue twister. Again, from Nashville, Tennessee. So that looks delicious. I guess it's brittle with bacon in it. It says the Brittle Brothers story. It says years ago, John Spalding had a hankering for some good peanut brittle. Unfortunately, his search only turned up brands with more brittle than nuts. You know, the cheap stuff where it's just basically like burnt sugar. So John decided to make his own, dusting off Great Grandma Spalding's old-fashioned peanut brittle recipe. After countless experiments and adjustments in his kitchen, John created the most amazing brittle ever made. So this one comes with nuts and real bacon, you guys. So it actually says we're all nuts. That's like their little motto. That's pretty cute. So I'm gonna put that back in there since it seems to like living in there. And this is something that I love to receive in a box. It's very simple. You can just get it like at the grocery store or, you know, like at the corner store, liquor stores. So delicious though, and that is a moon pie. It has 220 calories, which is actually not as bad as I thought it might be. So I love these things. I think they're so delicious. They're soft and sweet, and it's a Tennessee favorite is what it says. So I don't need to read you anything about that, but let me know if you are a fan of moon pies. Let me know if you make your own. I think one time when I opened a moon pie on the channel, somebody was like, oh yeah, I like make my own. I'm like, I'm sure that's even better than the ones that you get at the store. So this is something I'm very excited about, especially as we're moving into the spring and summer months. It is Corky's Ribs and Barbecue Original Barbecue Sauce. Now I used to get a few different sort of regional boxes, and I do miss them quite a bit, like Appalachian Mercantile and Explore Local. Those were really fun, and they've sent me some great barbecue sauces. I just for some reason can't seem to get a hold of anybody over at those companies anymore, but this is so good. There was actually a barbecue sauce that I got in one of those boxes that I liked so much that I reached out to the company directly. They were actually out of Utah, and I had them send me barbecue sauce because it was my husband's favorite. I actually probably need to refill him for his birthday. So maybe this will be his refill and he can have a new favorite. So we've got Corky's. I've never heard of Corky's, but maybe they're famous in Tennessee. So it doesn't have a little story on it over here, but it looks, oh yes it does. Our story is even what it says. It says over 30 years ago, Don Peltz had a dream to open a local authentic Memphis barbecue joint doing it the old-fashioned way, low and slow over hickory and charcoal. Today our family is proud to continue that tradition, serving authentic Memphis barbecue with a generous side of Southern hospitality. Memphis is known for great barbecue, and we're extremely appreciative of all of our longtime customers who come back time and time again to enjoy our fall off the bones ribs, delicious pulled pork, and our famous sauces and seasonings and more. Now you can enjoy great barbecue from the barbecue capital of the world straight to your table. Heat, eat, and enjoy the taste of Memphis. That is Corky's Ribs and Barbecue. Thank you and enjoy from the entire Corky's family. So that's from, again, Don Peltz. So, all right, we got a little pig chef. I always think it's weird when it's like your mascot is the thing that you're going to eat, but I'm sure it's delicious. Let me know if you're one of those, like, I know people get very particular about their barbecue, if it's like dry rub or if it's like slathered in sauce. I just like it all, so honestly. All right, and then finally we have got some, of course, Jack Daniels, don't worry, it's not a bottle of Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels Tennessee Honey Pecans, which that's like so many Southern things all rolled up into one, Jack Daniels and the pecans. So it says, Tennessee Honey has the distinctive character of Jack Daniels Tennessee whiskey and liqueur with subtle notes of honey for a smooth, rewarding taste. It does say there's 2 servings in here. That seems like a lot to me, but there's only 140 calories, which is not so bad with all that sugar and nutty goodness together. It says, don't go nuts, drink responsibly. For sale to adults of legal drinking age. I'm confused as to how the nuts would necessarily have alcohol in them. Maybe they're like boozy pecans. That would be really fun. So let's just go over everything that we got in this very fun, very flavorful box featuring Tennessee. So we got our barbecue sauce from Famous Corky's Barbecue. We got our bacon brittle from the Brittle Brothers. So hard to say. I'm very excited about that. We got our gourmet chocolate bar. Also, you guys know I'm always excited about a chocolate bar, and this one's so cute. We got our moon pie. We got our Jack Daniels Tennessee Honey or Whiskey Pecans. So I got the Tennessee Honey versus the whiskey ones. And then the Great Smoky Mountain Tote. And of course, our like kind of educational little postcard, which is fun just to kind of keep with all of your items. And this is kind of a fun box to share with the whole family. Or if you're just me, you share with your husband because he's going to dive into it and ask what he can already eat. So it says, enjoy the volunteer state of Tennessee. So I thought this was a really fun box. I'm kind of bummed that they're going on a pause, but we all need to take time for our family and self-care sometimes. So let them know if you'd like to see them come back bigger, better, and stronger, and maybe not on Cratejoy. So I thought this was fun. Let me know in the comments below if you think this is a good representation of Tennessee, if you feel like they left anything out, and if you have any ideas for the state that you live in and what would be in it. I think it would be really fun. I remember a couple of years ago, some of the other YouTube channels, I think before I even had my own YouTube channel, did a states collab where they sent to each other boxes representing their states, which I thought was like such a cool idea. I think that would be really fun to do again. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. Maybe send a little word of encouragement to 50 States of Mine over on Instagram, and I will see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.